Hey, welcome to another Transformers Tuesday. We're looking at the larger, and I think the first deluxe version of Megatron from the animated series. Now, overall, this figure looks really good. It's very nice looking. It sits on your shelf at about, 18 centimeters up, maybe 17 and a half centimeters. In American terms, that is 7 inches up. But he has a secret, and it really is an ugly one. He's got this massively huge piece of plastic that's supposed to be a shoulder cannon, but it's in such an awful place they put it, and you can't take it off. There's a metal pin in there. It's not like you can just take it off and plug it onto his arm like it should. It looks like it's just dangling. There's no way to fix it to make it look right. It won't lock into place. You can't pull it up and lock it into place. And I've tried. I was trying to do something with it here at one point. You can't pull it under and make it look right. It just looks terrible. I thought, what are you guys doing? This line is amazing, but you guys have screwed up something so simple as to make this a permanent part of his arm. I would have liked to pull it off so I could put it on his back or on. It's just too big. I mean, it's just massive. What I would have done if I was him is I'd made this come into 2 parts, put this one half on his back, and then don't even do this. Let the other part be plugged into his arm. But I guess they were like, no, we don't want parts formers at all. Well, you've ruined it. Anyway, so let's just stop complaining first off. And let's look at the articulation and try to enjoy the good things we have, because I didn't keep it for no reason. His head can look left and right, but going all the way around, for some reason, it don't want to do that. And I think I've already screwed up because those little, like his chinny chin, it's got like it looks like viper things. It wants to get caught back there, so I wouldn't try to push it too far back. But to his left arm, since his right arm's got a big piece of plastic hanging off of it, he's got a nice ratchety going all the way around 360 degrees. He also can go up ratch to about this much. His chest keeps wanting to pop open because that's part of the transformation. His arm is double jointed, so he can bend a full 180 degrees. He also has a bicep swivel, which is really nice. Now, one of the things that I noticed about most of these is their hands have lacking of articulation, whereas, you go, wow, they got double jointed arms. That's kind of unusual. He does have a swivel in his hand, but that's it. And that's more than a lot of them, to be honest with you. His waist, well, there's a bit of articulation there, but I think it's mostly for the transformation part. All right, so his legs, the cool thing about these are their proportions are way off. Usually in the human body, the longest and biggest bone that you have is your femur. Well, these guys have a micro-sized femur and a huge calf, like whatever the heck muscle that, or not muscle, but bone that is down there, if they had bones. So his kneecaps are also kind of, I can't figure out how in the world it's just to like them rest. Evidently his legs come off. I don't know if they're supposed to, but they do. It's part of that whole, if you move it too far, it'll come out just to make sure you don't break it. I don't think they're supposed to. All right. Ow! Oh, that hurt really badly. Oof. Okay, curse word. If that makes everybody else happy. That hurts so bad. Okay, he can do a split, which hurts just as much for me. He can, he does have a thigh swivel, but it's down here and it keeps wanting to work itself off, and I'm afraid to push back on now. We try to grab it somewhere else so it won't be pinched when it does that. All right, his, got a lot of gappage back here, so he can bend his knee back really far. And then his feet, there's a lot of swivelage right here for the transformation. He doesn't have any ankle rockers though, so he can, like, if he wants to stand forward a little bit or back a little bit. So if you work with him just right, you can get him to stand up fine. He just like he's limping over because of that massive, huge cannon on his shoulder. And I just hate the way it looks. It doesn't look like it's actually integrated into him. It's like he looks like he's a prisoner, and that's his punishment, to carry that thing around. Now, I used to transform this thing, but it's been a while, so I feel like I'm missing pieces on it. Like swords that turn into helicopter propellers. I feel like that's something I'm missing on it. I don't see how you put them in his hand, though. They don't look like they hold anything. Those go together. All right, so let's see if I can transform it. All right, let's see, pull the head back, and that actually draws the arms together. I didn't remember that part. So pulling the head back, it actually pulls the arms together. Oh, okay. All right, I should have straightened up the arms if I knew that was going to happen. The arms come together. There is a point where if you bend the arms back, these come into play to touch each other. I want to say the chest is supposed to move back, but I can't figure out how to do it now. It's been quite a long time. All right, so that gun, I know it swings around here somehow. Let me pull up, like now they've got this like this. There we go. So the gun, there we go. The gun rests right there. Maybe this is the tank version of him. Like the helicopter version is one. This is another one. Oh, he's gonna keep breaking apart while I keep trying to transform him. Now, I would not say like, oh, this is a terrible robot because he keeps breaking. You gotta remember, he's like 20 years old, pretty much, give or take. So, and plus, I haven't transformed in a long time. He's been sitting out in the building. I don't remember how to transform him. I just remember he turns into some giant tanky looking thing. What I can't figure out is how the heck do these, the body part goes at the bottom. So there's more to it than that. There's definitely a point up here that does something, but that butt flap is going to get on my nerves. I think the butt flap comes into play somewhere on the thing, but I don't think it goes right here. I could be wrong though. Bloody smack, that thing is just never going to stop. All right. Let me look at his legs a little bit more carefully. Pull his side flaps up and see if maybe, just maybe, those that covers something. Like maybe that goes out like this. I'm having deja vu suddenly. Like there's something to do with this. Like he's a hover tank for some reason. And these come out and grab onto something, but I can't remember what. Alright, you can stay off for now then. I'm tired of having to deal with that thing. There we go. I knew something had to do something right here because it has something for a reason. Alright, come on. Come on, plate. Come on. I can't get that plate to come up now. Alright, we got, he turns into Perceptor, basically. I just am about to give up and just say, hey, he's Perceptor. Alright, these come up, they grab onto each other, I'm pretty sure, but how? I can't remember. Let me see. I'm putting back into his original mode right here. All right, top is a whole top. Okay, yeah, these two twaddle together somehow, but it's like I said, it's been. I remember transforming this back in the 20s, or the 20s, the 2006, 2007, somewhere around there. Those plug into something. And I just remember it looking so silly. I was like, nah, this is stupid. I want to say it just goes up. I mean, like, let's pull the side panels all the way up. And I think his knees just come all the way around and, like, come together. I was about to say something Mark says all the time, but it's, nope, not my thing. Like this, like they twaddle together and come together like this, and this just becomes some kind of other thing. I don't know. I'm going to give it an epic fail because I can't do it. I just can't do it, and I don't have the patience for this anymore. You know, what's this right here? This does something. This comes out. Oh, I'm beginning to remember some things. I remember something about this comes over. Hold on. I don't know if that helps at all. Yeah, I'm going to say this is a total epic fail. Like, whatever it turns into, it's not intuitive at all. Like, I don't know. It's so stupid. I know somehow or another these come together. Somehow or another you have to hide his head down. Maybe if this comes back, the whole point of bring this up and over. All right, hold on. This came up. Wasn't to bring that forward, it was to bring this back. Wow. Okay. Well, it turns into perceptor, so it has like a giant microscope part right here. And if you could pretend you look through it and you can see things underneath the microscope, and you put the little microscope in, he's basically, he looks like Perceptor more than anything now. I don't know. Like I said, I've never been fond of it because of the arm being just so awful. I guess I'm going to give up because I really can't do it. If I can come up with a better thing, let me look online and see if I can find the instructions first, and then maybe I'll come back and show you the final result of what it should have been. It's supposed to turn into some kind of like a hover tank thing or something. We'll find out. I'll go look for some instruction and come back.